Okay, so we'll start sitting. So you can, yeah. So we'll start sitting in a comfortable position. So however you like, put the back straight. If you have just finished working or you think that lying down is the best thing for you, please go ahead. And just take a moment to let the body settle. So bringing the thumb and the forefinger to touch and the hands on the knees. So taking a moment here, elongating the spine, the chin parallel to the floor. Taking a moment to relax, letting the body sink into the floor. So now, just do a quick body scan, starting from the feet, to the legs, to the thighs. And as you do that, notice any tensions. And if there are, if you can let go of that tension, do so. If not, let it be there. Just acknowledge its presence. So we start again, the feet, the thighs, the legs, buttocks, the back, shoulders, abdomen, chest, neck, shoulders again, the hands, the forearms, the arms. And if you want to just do a shoulder roll here, just to release those shoulders, then do so. And the neck, the face, a little bit of room between the teeth, and the tongue is released from the upper palate. And the forehead relaxed and a slight smile on the face, relaxing all the facial muscles. So we're just going to be doing a few breathing exercises. So here, bringing your hands in. So we're going to make a fist with the thumbs wrapped around. With the fist with the fingers wrapped around the thumb. And then bringing the fist here, you can bring it just where the hip bones are, and then opening the chest. So releasing. So now we're just going to do, so making sure that the shoulders are relaxed. We're just going to take a few breaths. So inhaling into the abdomen and exhaling into the abdomen. So by having the hands in this position, it encourages the breath to be in the abdomen. So inhaling, feeling the abdomen expand, and exhaling, the abdomen come down. So a few more, inhale and exhale. Couple more. And then letting go of that breath. And slowly open your eyes. And we will begin the class with the sound of just one Om. So when you're ready, join me, inhale. Om. Then getting ready for movement. So welcome everyone. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a dynamic class today. So just take it easy, and if there are things that you can't do, you can always go into the child pose or just lying down and really take it at your own pace. So we're going to come up into standing. So, and we're going to be doing some moon salutations. So Okay. Okay, perfect. So you might not be able to see the top of my arms, but that's fine. Okay. So coming to the front of the mat, so releasing the back, and we're just going to take the first one really slowly, and then we're going to bring up the pace. So take a moment here, feeling the weight on the feet. And just sorry about that. And so we're going to do a moon salutation. So inhale, exhale your palms together at the heart center. Inhale up, a little bit of a back bend. So taking a moment here, just letting the body sink, opening the chest. And the idea is to try and bring the chest as, well, at the moment, just leave it as it is, sorry. And then exhale, coming down, let the head hang, hands by your side. So we're doing moon salutation. So we bring the left leg back, left knee on the floor, equestrian pose, looking up. So now we come to the moon pose. So either hands here, or if you like, cactus, or together, whatever works for your body. Again, there is that openness of the upper body. So just a little bit of a back bend. So this is also a balance pose. So make sure you're nice and comfortable here first. So, and then coming down, we're going to go into the plank pose. So one leg back first, and then the other, upper body strong, looking just ahead of the mat. Slowly bring the knees down, bring the chest down, forehead down. Inhale up into baby cobra. So just the arms to begin with, looking up. And then bring the hands down into inverted V. So since this is our first inverted V, we're going to spend a bit of time here. You can pedal one, bending one knee at a time. And then inhale the left foot in between the hands, so you can bring the right knee down first. And then we go straight into the moon pose. So if you've got your arms up, making sure you're opening that chest. And then bringing the arms down, we come back in equestrian pose, looking up to the ceiling. And then bringing the back foot to meet the front foot. And then coming up with a nice flat back. You can bend your knees here, coming up, back bend, and arms to the center. So we're now going to do the same moon salutation, leading with the right leg. So inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up. So go up first and then back. Exhale, coming down, let the head hang. Inhale, right leg back, right knee on the floor, tip of the fingers looking up. Equestrian pose, now coming into the moon pose. So hands stay here or up like so, or arms behind the ears and a little bit of a back bend. Coming down, plank pose, one leg back, upper body straight. Exhale down, 8-point pose. Slide the body into one straight line. Still baby cobra. Keep the legs together if you can, looking in the direction of the ceiling. Elbows in and elbows together. Well, not together, but as close to the body. And then downward dog or inverted V. So release your heels to the floor if you can. Let the head hang. So now we want to bring the right foot in between the hands. You can bring the left knee down first, or bring the right foot in one go, landing lightly if possible. And then we go straight into the moon pose, up, back. And then coming down into equestrian, looking up, back foot to meet the front foot, lightly landing the left foot, and then coming up into any way that's comfortable for you. Arms up and then back bend, and then back to the center and by the side. So we'll do that all over again. So inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up, back bend. Exhale, hands by your feet. Inhale, left leg back. Left, looking up, equestrian. Coming up into moon pose. Opening, shine the chest to the ceiling. Coming back, plank. So taking your time, one leg and then up. Slide, coming the body forward, 8-point pose, slowly. Slide the body into one straight line. And this time we'll do the cobra pose. So coming a little bit more up. Keep the feet together if your body allows. Looking up. Exhale, downward dog. Hips up. Head away from the ears. Inhale, left leg in between the hands, landing it lightly. Straight into equestrian pose, your version. Coming down into equestrian now. Back leg to meet the front, landing lightly, coming up. With a flat back, open the chest, and arms to the center and back. So leading now with the right leg. Inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale, up. Up first and then back. Exhale, down, release the head. Inhale, right leg back. Right knee on the floor. Looking up first. And then coming up into the moon pose. Coming down, transition into the plank pose. Exhale, coming down. Slide the body into one straight line. Coming up into cobra, navel stays on the floor. Exhale down. Release the head. Inhale, right foot lightly in between the hands. You can bring your left knee down first. And then looking up into into moon pose. And then coming down into equestrian. Back leg to meet the front leg. Inhale, up, back, bend. And then exhale. Hands to the center and arms by your side. So take a moment here. And then we're now going to do a few variations to this with this pose. So we're going to add a few little bits. It's no longer will be the moon salutation, but it will be something that we can work with. So crossing the thumbs, bringing the thumb and the middle finger up. So just bringing the arms up behind the head if possible, or just a little bit up, or even in cactus is fine. So feeling that length in the body, weight on on the whole of both feet. And then we're going to go exhale to one side for a side bend. Take a moment here. And then inhale back to the center. Exhale, other side. Inhale back to the center. And then one more time. Exhale to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Inhale back to the center and just release your arms there. And then we're just going to do a little bit of moving up and down one side at a time. So just really imagine you're trying to reach something in the top shelf of the cupboard, but you're leaving your feet on the floor. So just moving one side to another can feel quite good. Just stretching one side, a bit of a dynamic stretch one side to the other. And then coming down into a forward bend. So hands, so we're just going to spend a little bit of time here. So you can either bring your hands on your thighs or on the floor, anywhere for the time being. And if you can, do a toe lock, which is the index finger and the middle finger in between the big toe and the first and the second toes. And then the thumb is on top of the big toe. So here, if you are able to do this with your knees straight, that's fine. If not, you can bend your knees or you can bring your arms up. So the straighter your legs are, the more intense the stretch is in the back body. And then if you can, just bring the center of gravity slightly forward. Okay, so now bending one knee at a time, just see how that works for you. It might not be, or you're kind of going on the tip of your toes. Just see if this dynamic movement works for you. If it doesn't, then don't do it. And now we're going to come down by bringing, this time we'll bring the, let's bring the right leg back this time. So bringing the right leg back and then coming up. So we'll do a couple of twists in this position. So left hand, left knee, opening the right arm to the back, looking at the right hand, dropping the shoulder. So breathe. And making sure that the front knee is above your front heel. So taking a moment here and then coming forward. And here we're going to straighten the left leg. If you can, bring your left foot on the floor. And if you can, so your hips are forward, and then you can bring both hands on the floor. If they don't go on the floor, you can just stay here. Or if you've got blocks on both sides, you can rest on blocks, or just stay here if you can't get onto the floor. So if you can, bringing the chest to the leg, to the thigh, and feeling that stretch here. Really intensifying that stretch if it feels good for you. So and then coming a little bit forward. And then we're going to bring both the left hand to the inside of the left leg, and then bringing the other arm on the floor, and then looking forward. So it's a bit of a lizard pose, sometimes it's called. So both hands are, the left hand is to the inside of the left leg in this case. So if you want to go onto your forearms, you can do. If that's too much, go back on to the arms, onto the hands and to the all arms. So up to you. And then coming back up. So you might need to just bring that left leg a little bit here. And then we're going to twist to the other side, bringing right hand onto the leg and then bringing the left arm back. So again, this is releasing both shoulders. And then coming back to the center And we're going to transition into the plank pose. So when you're ready, plank pose. So one leg back, the other one just lifts, upper body stays strong. So here, just staying here for a moment. This time we can all drop the left knee down, pivot the right foot onto the floor, and another balance here. So right arm on top and towards the ceiling. So you can just stay there. And if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can try and lift the left knee from the floor and bring the left foot either on there, or you can stack one foot on top of the other. So you can choose which version feels good for your body. And then we all meet back in this position, in the plank position. And then we're going to go down, chest down, forehead down. Slide the body into one straight line. And then we're going to come into a cobra with the legs spread mat width distance. And then the arms are a little bit back and then coming up, dropping the shoulders, looking towards the ceiling. And then coming back down into inverted V when you're ready. And then you might want to watch this one first. So if you just want to take a break on your knees or something and watch this bit. So we're going to lift the right leg up and then bend the knee. And then all the weight is on my left hand. And then I'm just going to drop the right foot on the floor into the rock star position. So if you know that this is not for you today, then please don't attempt it. You might fall over. So just do it only if you are confident. So otherwise, stay in downward dog, or you can just go into child pose. So for those who want to join me, inhale, right leg up, bending the right knee, opening the hip to the side, and then all the weight is on the, well, lifting the weight off the right hand, drop the right foot, opening the body. And then coming back to the center. And then we want to bring the right foot in between the hands. And then back foot to meet. And then coming up, back bend, and hands to heart, and arms by your side. Okay, so as I said, take a rest whenever you need to. So we're going to try and remember the same sequence on the other side. So inhale, exhale your palms together. So we're just going to go to the side first. Just up, grabbing something from the cupboard. Just that same. We're not going to do to the side. We did quite a few earlier on, so that's fine. And then coming down into a forward fold. So this time, just cross your arms, grabbing the opposite elbows. So letting gravity and the weight of the arms take you down to wherever your body is comfortable. Again here, making sure there's not too much weight on your toes, and if you can, bringing the center of gravity a little bit forward, but still not gripping with your toes. Feeling the way, the work at the back of the legs. If it's too much for you, you can bend, or you can just come up a little bit. So find your edge, find something that is a little bit challenging, but not painful. Okay, so now bring your hands on the floor. So we need contact so that we can bring the left leg back. So left leg back. And then we're going to go right hand on the knee and opening, twisting to the left this time. Drop both shoulders and see whether you can, it's how it is on this side. And all the time breathe, do not hold your breath. If your breath has gone a little bit too fast, take a break. Elongate the exhalation to bring your heart rate back. And then coming back to the center, bringing the right foot forward, straighten the right leg, bring your right foot forward on the mat if possible, and hips facing forward, and then chest to thighs, and our hands by either side, and feeling the stretch there. So this is half splits. So breathing in and out. And then now bending that knee, we'll go into the lizard pose. So bringing the right hand to the inside of the right foot. So closer to you. And then you might need to just adjust your left knee a little bit. You can stay here in lizard, or you can go into your forearm and let the head hang. So your choice. Couple more breaths. And then coming up. And now we're going to go into the side plank on the other side this time. So this time we're going to be on our right arm and then lifting up. So you can just stay here, or if you want, you can bring one leg on top of the other into a side plank. So your choice, or just rest. And then coming back to the center, and we'll go into the plank pose. So coming down, and then 8-point pose, coming up into cobra. So we do the same with the legs to the width of the mat, coming up, navel still on the floor, shoulders away, shoulders together, shoulders down, and elbows close together. And then coming up into downward dog, let the head hang. And here you can rest, or you can just stay in down dog, or if you want to join me, inhale, left leg up, twist bending the left knee, turning to the hip to the side, dropping the left foot on the floor and opening the body. And then coming back to the center. And then this time we want to bring the left foot in between the hands, so you can bring the right knee down first. And then bringing the back foot to meet the front foot. And then this time we're going to uncurl up. So just uncurl up one vertebra at a time. And opening the chest. And bring your legs a little bit apart and relax for a moment. And now make your way down, lying on your back in Shavasana for a few moments, just letting the body rest. So here in this relaxation pose, just feeling the weight of your body being supported by the floor. And if you can, make the exhalation a little bit longer than the inhalation. So inhale for a count of 3, 2, and then exhale for a count of 3 or 4. So taking a moment to try and bring the heart rate back to normal if it's gone up. So just taking a moment, resting. And when you're resting, if you need to do anything, if you need to move your body in a certain way that the body is asking for, please go ahead and do it. So a few more breaths in this position. So it is good to stretch the body and then to let the body relax. So we don't want to be building lactic acid to the body. So we stretch it, we work hard, and then we relax. Okay, so a couple more breaths. And now we're going to go into a few leg lifts. So we're going to do both legs, but you've all done this with me before. If you want to do one leg at a time, you can do one leg at a time. So I'm going to talk through both legs. So if you want to do both one leg at a time, you're bending one knee and then you're just lifting up. So that's all you're doing. But otherwise, come both legs with me. So here you've got a few options for the arms. So you can bring the arms underneath the buttocks to get a little bit of support for your back if you need it. If your back is a bit tender at the moment, do that. Or even better, do one leg if your back is tender. Otherwise, you can have your arms by your side. Or if you feel very strong today, you can have your hands interlaced behind your head. So I'll talk through this double and you do any version that you like. So in both versions, tensing the abdomen. Inhale, legs up, both legs in this case, and then exhaling down. And if you can, let the feet not touch the floor. So 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down. Another one. Inhale up and down. If you need to touch the floor, touch the floor. If you want to go to one leg, do so, making sure that there is some tension in the abdomen. And then one last time when we bring the legs up, and then we come down for a count of 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 8, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let the legs flop. Let both legs flop and bring your arms to the side. So taking a moment here, resting and inhaling for a count of 2, exhaling for a count of 4. And now we're going to go into the fish pose today. So I will demonstrate. So the arms are underneath the body. And then we come up on the elbows. The elbows are quite close. We open the chest parallel to the floor, to the ceiling. And then we drop the head back. So the head just touches the floor. There's no weight on the head. The weight is just on the elbows. So I'll talk you through now. So hands underneath the buttocks, as far down as is possible for you. Come up fully onto your elbows. Open the chest to the ceiling and then drop the head down. If you've got problems with your neck, you might not want to do that. And then bringing the top of the head on the floor, just touching, just barely touching. So in this position, breathing. Breathing into the abdomen. But anytime you just sort of release the pressure on the elbow and come down, but release the neck gently. So when you're ready, you can come down. Otherwise, stay here for a couple more breaths. And then we all now come down if we haven't already. And then interlace your fingers behind your head. And then we're just going to bring the head up, looking at your feet. So we're just bringing the neck as a counterpose to the other side. And then relax. So relax a moment here in the fish pose. Sorry, in the corpse pose after the fish pose, enjoying the Shavasana position. And then we're going to come up into sitting when you're ready. So if you want to rock your body forward and back first, and then come up into sitting. And then bending the right leg. The right foot is against the left leg. So you're looking in the direction of, so the spine is nice and straight. And here we're going to go for a half forward bend. So if you like, interlace your thumbs together, bring your arms up, and then coming down in the direction of the left leg with a straight back. And then wherever you think, whenever you're ready, just drop your hands to either side of that leg, or on your thigh, wherever. It doesn't matter where it goes, but keeping the back straight. So if you're having to curve your back, that means you've gone too much, then just come back up. It could be that you don't go very far, and that's fine. But for now, I want the back straight. So making sure that your foot is engaged, your left foot, and is not falling to either side. Keep it in the middle and a little bit engaged. So here, enjoying this position for a moment. And now, if you want, you can curve the back and let your upper back curve. And then if you want to go deeper down, you can go down, or just stay where you are. It doesn't matter. So now is the choice to round the back if you want to. So if you can hold the foot, do so. You don't have to do anything. Couple more breaths. Let go any tension. If you find any that doesn't need to be there. And then walking the hands towards the body. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So bending the left knee this time. So you can bring your right leg a little bit to the side if you like, or even forward, whatever, it's up to you. So preferably do the same thing you did on the other side. crossing the thumbs, opening the chest, going up, feeling your spine lengthening, and then bending from the hip crease, from the hip bone, sorry, just let your body go. So keeping the back straight. It could be that you don't go very far at all, and that's okay. Just drop your hands by either side of the leg and be there. So a couple more breaths. So again, if you feel that the right foot is engaged, not falling to either side, but then no tension either. So let go of any tension that you encounter. And then now, if you wish, you can round the back. So nice stretching of the back of the lower back. Here, if you feel whatever your body needs. And then coming back to the center. And then we will do the counter pose to the forward bend. So I will show you the tabletop pose, and then I will talk through the inclined planes. So this is the easier one. So the easier one is the tabletop pose. So you can choose where you want your hands to be. I'm not very prescriptive about it. So lifting the head, everything up and bringing your head back. Otherwise, you can come into the inclined plane with me. Again, you can choose your hand position at the back. So some people like their hands going back, some forward, some to the side. So it depends on yourself. So you're bringing your legs forward, your feet on the floor, and lift the hips up. Drop the head back. So in this inclined plane position, just feeling the strength. And then coming down. And now we'll take a moment here. And then we're going to come up into standing for a balanced pose. So coming up. When you're ready. Okay. So if you need to rest at this point, please rest. And for a balanced pose today, we're just going to do a really simple tree pose. So nothing fancy. Bringing your feet, your left foot on the floor, tip of your right foot. Taking a moment here, making sure the hips are square. And then when you're ready, bring the hands to prayer. Again, elongate the spine. And when you're ready, you can either come on the tip of your big toe, or you can lift that right leg wherever, and then put it against the left. Lift the right toes and put it against the left leg, wherever you are. And I would recommend either below the knee or above the knee, but perhaps not on the knee, because you can just, by mistake, just kind of jerk the knee, which is not a good idea ever. So just stay here. You can just stay here, or if you like, you can bring the arms up, dropping the shoulders, or you can open your branches. And here, feeling firm, rooted onto the ground. So strong foundation. And no matter how much wind there is around, how much disturbance there is around in the atmosphere, you are grounded. So feeling strong roots, imagining these roots underneath your feet, keeping you grounded and making you feel strong. So again, as with all balanced poses, your eyes, your gaze is fixed somewhere. Sorry, I should have said that earlier on. So if you come out of the pose, just come back in whenever you are ready. So we're just going to hold it for a little bit. And then slowly coming back out the same way. So with your hands into prayer, bringing the foot down slowly. And then the other side. So coming on all your weight on the right foot, equally distributed, hips square, elongate spine. Come on the tip of your left toes. Again, here, just check whether you've gone to one side, making the hips level. Choose a point of focus somewhere, and then bringing that left foot against your right leg. So when you do that again, make sure you're not gone to one side. And then your hands are in prayer. You're all the time just looking at that point. So leg, the left foot either below the knee or above the knee, whatever feels good for you. And then you can do what you like with your arms, but making sure the shoulders are nice and relaxed. So keeping your gaze. And if you're very, very comfortable there, you can try and look up towards the ceiling. So this might destabilize you, but if you're rooted, then that's fine. So just get a position that feels good. And again, doing that visualization of the roots underneath the right feet this time. Again, strong foundation, strong roots, keeping you grounded and making you feel ready to face anything. Whatever else is happening on the surface, it will just pass and you're nice and feeling strong here. So a few more breaths. If you happen to have come out of the pose, you can either rest or you can come back in. And then bring the arms back into prayer and coming out with control in the same way you did. Okay, so now our last pose, which is the triangle pose before we rest. So triangle pose, the legs are twice hip distance apart. So turning the left foot to the side, so the left heel is in line with the right arch. The hips are squared to the middle of the room. So this time, inhale the right arm up, relax the shoulders, and then bring your right hand in chin mudra with the thumb and forefinger touching. And then your left hand is on the thigh. And then slowly exhale, sliding down the left, bending towards the left, stretching the right side so you can come just a little bit or a lot, whatever feels right for your body today. Making sure there's not too much weight on your left hand. Coming back to the center, bringing the arm back and down, and then bringing both feet facing forward, and then the other side. So turning the right foot 90 degrees, right heel in line with the left arch, hips facing the middle of the room, right hand on the right thigh. Inhale the left arm up. Relax the shoulders if you want to come in chin mudra with your left hand. And then elongate here. And then with an exhalation coming down, gliding the right hand down the right thigh. Keeping the chest nice and open. So we don't want to be bending forward. And then coming back to the center, And then heel toe, bringing the feet together. And when you're there, you can either get onto the floor like so, or bringing your arms there. And if your knees allow, come on the tip of your toes, coming down, all the way down until your buttocks hit the floor slowly. And then lying down in your Shavasana position. So for the final relaxation. So lying down if it feels good for you. If you need to do it sitting, do so. So now before we rest, we're going to do tensing and relaxing. If you don't want to do tensing and relaxing, you can just bring your attention to the various body parts. So on your next inhalation, tense the right leg, lift the right leg off the floor a few centimeters, really tensing that right leg, really tensing. And then when you need to breathe out, just let it flop. So inhale, left leg up, tensing that left leg a little bit more. When you need to breathe out, let it go. Inhale, the hips up. If you can, lift the hips off the floor. Squeeze the buttocks, really tensing, and then let go. And now make a fist with your hands. Lift the arms off the floor, really tensing the arms, and then let them drop. Just without any control, just let them drop. And now squeeze your shoulder blades together, uh, squeezing the hip, the chest, sorry, and letting go with an exhalation. And now bring the shoulders in the direction of the ears. And then bring the hands away in the direction of the feet. Exaggerating that movement, and then come back to the center with your palms facing up again. And now we're going to do the neck. So just relax the neck to one side with an exhalation. Inhaling back to the center. Exhale the neck to the other side. Inhale, center. And now the face, so squeezing all the facial muscles in the direction of the nose. Imagine you've eaten a sour lemon. Really squeezing and then let go. So on your next exhalation, open your mouth wide, bring your tongue out. Do not exaggerate the movement, but just, and really stretching all the facial muscles this time. And relax. Now, letting the body sink onto the floor. So mentally repeating after me. I relaxed my feet. I relaxed my feet. My feet are relaxed. I relax my legs and thighs. My legs and thighs are relaxed. My legs and thighs are relaxed. I relax my hips and buttocks. I relax my hips and buttocks. My hips and buttocks are relaxed. I relax my abdomen, chest, clavicle, abdomen, chest and clavicle relaxed. I relax my lower back, middle back, upper back, lower back, middle back, upper back, relaxed. I relax my arms, my hands, fingers, palms of my hands, the back of my hands, and my wrist. My hands are relaxed. My hands are completely relaxed. I relax my arms, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, relaxed. I relax my lower back, middle back, upper back. My entire back is relaxed. My entire back is completely relaxed on the floor. I relax my neck. I relax my neck. My neck is relaxed. I relax my jaw, lips, mouth, tongue, and teeth. My jaw, lips, mouth, tongue, and teeth are relaxed. I relax my cheeks. I relax my cheeks. My cheeks are relaxed. Relax my nose and nostrils. Nose and nostrils are relaxed. Relax my eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes. Eyes, eyeballs, eyelids, eyelashes are relaxed. I relax my forehead and temples. Forehead and temples are relaxed. I relax my ears. I relax my ears. My ears are relaxed. I relax my head and scalp. My head and scalp are relaxed, completely relaxed on the floor. My whole body is relaxed. My whole body is relaxed. Bring your attention to the point between your eyebrows. Imagine you are on the beach. The night falls, and you're sitting on the sand, observing the waves spreading on the sand. The sky is dark blue with many scintillating stars. You look in front of you. The sea is dark blue, the same color as the sky. On the horizon, the sea and the sky meet. There you see a light, and it grows more and more full. It is the full moon rising, and now in front of you, bathing the scenery in moonlight. The whole scenery is bathed in very, very white light. The moonlight is fascinating, and you want to absorb this marvelous light. This big, bright full moon is in front of you. Inhale slowly, imagining the moonlight entering through the point between the eyebrows, and then exhale it inside your head. Concentrate on it. Feel the energy of the moonlight shining inside your head. Breathe normally, feeling the rays of the moon intercrossing in your head. It is a light of peace and tranquility. Now, inhale all that energy into one point at the center of your head. Concentrate at the top of your head and exhale, feeling a shower of moonlight covering your whole body with that extremely bright light, the light of peace and tranquility. Staying with that image for a few seconds. Absorbing that light. And now bringing your focus back to your body lying on the floor. And then when you're ready, bringing a bit of movement in the hands and the feet. And then slowly just waking the body up. So go on to one side first, taking your time, there's no rush. And whatever movement comes naturally, whatever makes you feel good, a yawn, a massive stretch, whatever feels good, Just follow your body and then coming into a sitting position when you're ready. So keeping your eyes closed, rub your hands together, and think of a point where you want that energy to go. If you've got a little niggle in the body somewhere, you can just bring that energy there for a little bit of care and energy and support from yourself. Otherwise, you can bring it just in front of the face, absorbing the energy of your practice today. Bringing the hands to the heart for the purity of the heart. Bringing the hands to the mouth for the clarity of the speech. And bringing your hands to the forehead for the clarity and the peace of the mind. And thank you very much for joining me today.